Hey, I'll do the cliched start here in a second, and then they'll go, and then if anything needs to be filled in at the end, I'll.
All right.
Coach, nice win over Holy Cross. Just talk about what brought you into the win column today. What was the one big key that you were most proud of tonight?
It felt like, for the game they shot 40% from two and 43 or 44 from three, but it felt like it was lower than that. I think we had some really good spurts of defensive intensity. I was very disappointed. I felt that toughness perspective against Lehigh, that was probably the most disappointed that I've been this year. I told our guys that. I just didn't think we played hard enough. And today I thought that even though it wasn't perfect, I thought our mindset was of defending the other team and stopping them as often as possible. Because I just thought that overall was just the most important thing for us.
Eli, you're nodding in approval, so you feel the same way. That was the biggest thing here tonight?
Yeah, I feel like that was the biggest thing. Just bringing toughness, bringing energy, and bringing that defensive awareness and intensity.
Crowd came absolutely unglued at multiple points in the during the game. Can you all say anything of just how much a home field advantage means for y'all?
Man, to see those students come out, and look, I want to commend them, but I want to tell them to bring your friends. If we can get this place, rocking like that with more of them, man, this is going to be really special the rest of the season here at Denver. I really appreciate those guys coming out big time.
Eli, how much did your offense feed off your defense, not only you individually, but as a team? How much did your offense feed off of your defensive performance, not only you individually, but also as a team?
Honestly, I feel like I mean, we had 22 points on turnover, so I mean that just speaks to our ability to what we can do on defense when we're all locked in and focused.
And Coach, Octave came into this game. He was fifth in the conference in scoring. Let's talk a little bit about the challenges, because even though on the stat sheet he had some points, but they weren't as impactful on the game.
Yeah, he had some stretches. He's physical. His 3-point percentage isn't high, but he's a volume scorer. He makes a couple. He can be pretty tough. I got on Eagles, pretty much bullied him into the basket. He does that with a lot of teams in our league. But he's a special talent. He had 34, 35 points against Georgetown, so he has the ability to score the basketball. So for us to do the deal we did on him, in particular in the second half, I thought was really good.
And when they pushed back in the first half, you had the 17-point lead. They pushed it down. You get the three-pointer on the set piece at the end of the half. How big was that going into the second half?
I just told our guys in the locker room how proud I was of the execution. Momentum plays, that's a real thing. And for us to get that three at that point in time and going to halftime, I thought was really, really big. And I credit our guys because the play was to get E going downhill, and the secondary option was for Matt Rogers to stay behind and maybe if he had enough time to get a three off him. And he was very composed, and he made the right play back to him, and Matt was composed enough to shoot the three and make it.
And what was it like coaching against Dave?
Oh man, I'll say this about Dave Paulson. He is one of the best human beings that I've ever known. So much of what I am as a coach, I've got a bunch from Gary Williams and Gordon Newton, but I got a lot that I've gotten from guys that I work for. And he, more than anything, just from a personal standpoint, treatment of people and student athletes, man, Dave Paulson's the best. I hate that. I hated that we had to beat him, but
he hated it too.
I got the job. He got the job. We got the same agent, so we got the job within days of each other. He called me and said, "Hey, you win one, I won one." I was like, "Hell with that. I'm gonna try to beat your ass every time we beat you." He's a great guy.
Cool.
Eli, you're consistently first or second in scoring in whatever game you were in. Can you put that on something in your own play, or is that on the rest of the team?
Honestly, it's on the rest of the team. They're able to space the floor out, so they have to guard them as shooters. So that allows me to get into the lane, make plays, get to really anything that I'm trying to get to.
That was he missed a prime opportunity to say, well, Coach Simpkins played point guard. He told me how I can be a better shooter and scorer. We'll give him a pass.
He does push me to shoot the ball for us. So.
Awesome.
Good. All right.